So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been almost a year. It's really not funny. It's been almost a year, you know, life. But that's not what this video is about. In this video, we are going to be talking about the Tribe palette by Juvia's Place. And this is what it looks like. And yeah, so let's get into like some of the logistics of it, and then we'll talk about how I feel about it. So this palette is the Tribe palette, obviously, by Juvia's Place. It comes in a box like this. It looks just like the palette. You guys know how Juvia's Place palettes come. Sorry, like I said, it's my third time filming this video. So basically the box says, a one-of-a-kind true embodiment of beauty at its finest. Together we stand strong, confident, and bold. Consists of 9 highly pigmented eyeshadows. It is cruelty-free. It was designed and formulated in the USA, and it was manufactured in the People's Republic of China. It has a net weight of 32.4 grams and 1.14 ounces, and it has a shelf life of 24 months. So, basically, I guess this palette is like inspired. Honestly, me personally, I feel like there's 2 different color skin tones on the palette. So I feel like it's inspired by, we're not gonna get into that. It's just inspired by community. We'll just say that. It's inspired by community and coming together as one. All right. So the theme of this palette, in my opinion, is green. And this palette is the same size as the Warrior palette. They are literally like exact same size, layout, format, everything. And the palette retails for $20, and then shipping is, I think I paid like $4.66 if I remember correctly. Let me double check. Yes, so the palette is $20. I used the discount code YAMI, and shipping was $4.66, so I paid $22.66 in total for this palette, and it got to me in 6 days. I ordered it on the 7th, and it got here on the 13th, which I think is a pretty good, you know, for processing and shipping, coming from New Jersey, and I am now in Arizona. I'm no longer in California. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's decent. So yeah, like I said, this palette, in my opinion, is inspired by greens. It's a very green palette. When I first seen this palette online, I was like, I don't know. You know, I like it, but I don't know. And then I showed my fiance, and he was like, no, that palette, that palette is nice. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. So I got it, clearly. And when I seen it in person, I even was like, what am I gonna do with this? You know, because it's a very interesting color story. You don't see like palettes like this very often. Actually, I've never seen a palette like this. So, but then I swatched and I just started putting them on my eyes, and this look honestly came out so pretty, and I'm so in love with it. I used every single matte shade in this palette, and then I used 2 of the shimmer shades. So I used 7 out of the 9. The only 2 I did not use was Huda and Curla. These 2. But the rest of them performed really nice. There was 2 that I was kind of like on the fence about, which was Masai, which is this basically lime green, and Aroma, which is this orange. So I know greens are hard to formulate, especially like this lime green. I own like quite a few lime greens right here. I have Max Shock Factor, which are pretty similar like tones, and this one does the same thing that this one did. So for me, I prime my eyes with Max 24-hour eye base, and then I set it. I actually set it with the cream shade in the Warrior palette. And when I went in with Masai, I kind of had to build it up and build it up and build it up and build it up. And then as I blended, it kind of blended away. Like it was still there, but it wasn't as pigmented as like when I built it up. It did kind of blend away, I'm gonna be honest. But I find that that is common with those like lime neon green shades. And I would recommend using this with the sticky base. So putting on your primer or concealer or whatever you use and not setting it and then putting this on. You'll probably get better results. Aromo. So I feel like Juvia's place is kind of known for their oranges. And they're very pigmented and bold, and you put them on and they're there. This one, I don't know if it's because I put it over the Masai color, but it was there, but I did have to build it up, and it wasn't as pigmented as like the orange in the Nubian 2 or like Juvia's Place classic orange shades. Maybe it is meant to be a softer orange, I don't really know, but it's pretty nonetheless. It's just not that like bam pigmented orange shade. I'm gonna swatch these two. I probably already have swatches stained on my arm, but I'm gonna swatch these two again just to show you guys what they look like on my skin tone. If you guys want, I can swatch them on a deeper skin tone. My fiance is deeper than me. I'm about a MAC NC25, NC30. So yeah. This is what they look like on my fingers. And that is what they look like on my arm. Excuse those two. But like if I rub them, you guys will see what I'm talking about. They kind of just blend away, but there's ways to make them work. You just have to work with them. Basically is what I'm saying. The only other two shades that I didn't use, like I said, were Cuba and Curla. And let me swatch those two for you guys. The rest I feel like you can see displayed on my eyes. But as you can see, they're right here, but I'm going to re-swatch them. So that's what those two look like. That's like after a couple hours of them being on my arm. So they're definitely gorgeous. And they definitely have staying power. They just didn't go with the look today, unfortunately. But I had no other issues with any other shade in this palette. This shade of Shanti I'm absolutely obsessed with. This shade Coral. So I thought it was just going to be a pale gold. Like I thought I was going to put it on my cheeks as a highlighter. I didn't actually expect to use it in this look, and then I swatched it, and it is a pale gold, but it has a very strong green shift to it. I'm gonna swatch it right here so you guys can see. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it is what's on the inner corner of my eye. And yeah, it is stunning. This shade Chaga, I thought it was just a bronze shade. This one right here. But it actually has like green reflex in it. I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up. And these swatches aren't that great, but you know, it's my third time, y'all. So it has green reflex in it. It is also what's on my eye. So I have coral and then chaga, and then all of the mattes basically blended into my crease and outer corner and everything. So I love this palette. I can't say that this is a beginner palette because I'm a makeup artist. Like, that is my daily job. I'm a makeup artist. And when I got this palette, I was like, what am I gonna do with this palette? And it took me a little bit of time to come up with this look. Honestly, there was quite a bit of trial and error, and I was just layering and layering and layering and seeing what I was gonna come out with. And the finished look is gorgeous, but you know, like I said, does take some planning. Like, it's not like I look at the Warrior and I'm like, boom, I can create that. I look at the Masquerade, boom, I can create that. Almost all of the palettes I look at and I'm like, yeah, I can do that, that, and that. This one I was like, but when you get them to work together and you blend them together, they look stunning. Like, I cannot lie, they look stunning. I would say overall, I would give this palette a 9 out of 10. And there's two reasons why I give it a 9. One, because these two shades, Messiah and Aromo, these two, were not what I normally see out of Juvia's place. And I own all of their palettes except the Afrique, the Warrior 2, and the Deuce. So I have a pretty good sense of, you know, their formula. And secondly, because I don't think this palette is super beginner friendly, but if you like greens and you're willing to work with it and take your time, even if you're a beginner, I think you can make it work. But it's not something that, like, if I had never worked with very many shadows, I would look at this and be like, it's not for me. But it can be. You just have to know how to work with it. But yeah, I think that's everything. If you guys want a tutorial on this look, let me know. If you guys want me to do a tutorial, like if you guys are curious about any of these shades, just let me know and I'll do a tutorial. I have no issue with that. But I need to know if you guys want a tutorial because they take a long time for me to film. I'm not even gonna lie, and they take a long time for me to edit. So I need to know that it's something you guys want to see. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, those of you guys who have, even though I've been gone for like a year. And I love you guys. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Give me any ideas if you want Christmas looks, New Year's looks, more looks with the Tribe palette, if you want more videos on Juvia's place and which ones I recommend and everything. Let me know and I will do them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. God bless you and have a good night. Bye.